Song, I thought Ray is someone I'm very excited to see. The number one Yanxue player. So I'm on Chinray, which I was sort of expecting. I thought on the usual. And Ray, the number one enemy Yanxue. Yes, definitely was expecting to see Chinray from Zom. Caught a little bit of Zom stream earlier. Zom does stream. Recommend checking them out. Very, very thoughtful and methodical play. Ray is in China, yes. Yeah, Yanxue, I'm very excited to see Ray in action. Alright, I thought taking an early loss to Cat Girl. I've generally been using days when I remember, or character. Because learning the names was difficult enough. Alright, so Zom and Adthor staring each other down, so in theory they should be reducing the power of their boards. Hong Yu is back. Fortu, Ray. Very, pretty widespread. We once again have no Duan Xuan, just a very low appearance of Duan Xuan in general. That's alright. We're gonna be here for a while. I don't know. I love this. I don't know why this is here. Yeah, they play musician Yanxue. The number one musician, the number one Yanxue player plays musician. So we're in their teammate. Dominator just deciding to battle. And a narrow loss. Hong Yu. Alright. So, Elixir Lin Xiaoyue, musician Chinray. That is not what I was expecting. Painter Jiang Ximing's kind of on brand. Fulu Chinray, Fulu Mui Fang. Painter Long Ya to be expected. Yanchen musician. Good lobby for it. Sorry. I saw Yanchen, I saw musician. I was just like, oh yeah. No, Yanchen musician, of course. And then Yanchen Elixir. This Jiang Ximing board is well and truly on its way. You horse enjoyers? Everyone enjoys a good horse. Yeah, that's a good point, Titania. Zom does need to build up the Peach T, 5 elements T, whatever her tier 1 passive is, so you do need to actually play cards. Nice to beat the tar out of Yanchen. Zom will be pretty happy about that. Infuse, 5 elements infuse, thank you. I keep thinking it has the word T in it. Huh. I'm a little surprised that that board beats the Jiang Ximing. Kindness Tune Yanxue. It seems wrong. You can't go buffing Spirited Sword, you're gonna make Ray too strong. Alright. Atthor doing the same thing that we saw from him in game 1. Just building up the sword intent board. Deciding last minute that we can't manage to get that far into our board against this Jiang Ximing. I like this little sequencing, by the way. The dotted around in 1, Gen Hex in 2. You are always killing by the time you get to, like, Sparrow's Tail and Ash will move flank. And you don't have Astrology, so you don't need the Gen Hex in Tier 1. So the dotted around in Tier 1 blocks the 5 damage from the Sword Intent Slash. A nice little bit of optimization there that might not be obvious. Alright. Cloud Sword, Lin Xiaoyu is still a monster. And Yan Chen is on the board. Alright, the shop's available. We have cards, Scroll of Recycle, Pact of Adversity is back, and then Scroll of Exchange. So really, Pact of Adversity is the main one here that is interesting. Scroll of Recycle is a pretty good optimization game. For players of this caliber, it's definitely something that I'm sure they will be thinking about. Or maybe choosing not to take it at all. Hathor picking up Dragon Scales here. Gold side job card could be good for some people. Let's go through the lobby next turn and have a look at what people actually have offered to them. That's true. Scroll of Recycle for Long Yao does combine well with her Dragon Scales. Picking up G and Heal. Very convincing win. Really nice board. Zom dealing with the Menace Lin Xiaoyu, but tanking it just fine actually. Or not quite as terrifying as it used to be. Shinrei's cleaning up the mid game. The long outside job is Painter. Let's see. Alright, what do people actually have in their shop? So Flying Brush is pretty good for Jiang Qiming if they're planning on going that route. Soul Calibur Requiem Fulu, not so much. The people have bounced around. Predicaments. Strokes, we knew. Predicament. Okay, so there's 2 predicaments in the shop. Bodybuilding Elixir and Vine Walk Fulu. Hathor pretty much exclusively plays Painter, to my knowledge. 110 health. Group raid on 3. On 2. Just don't need Astrology. Skipping his tier 1 and tier 3 are things I've seen somewhat frequently. I love the aggressive Turbulent. Lily Nightwolf going to do a little bit of work here. Not quite enough to beat Jiang Qiming, but it's okay. The Chinreis will have their vengeance. Hathor takes down the win. Ray queuing up Kindness Tune into Yan Chen, so definitely a statement of intent there. And then it looks like a little bit of a slugfest for the last fight. Alright, so these two are fighting teammates. Hathor up against Ray. Hathor's board definitely looking better at the moment. Ray leaning on this Kindness Tune. Expect them to continue doing so. A lot of Kindness Tunes in the lobby at the moment. A little bit tummy boot. Smoothie Fang has a pretty nice board of blue cards. Blue cards up against Zom's board of Chinrei cards. Next turn we'll see the Spring Rains come online for Chinrei, which with 2 Chinreis in the lobby definitely marks a shift in the mid-game tempo. A lot of boards kind of fall into the side of can deal with Spring Rain and can't deal with Spring Rain. Despite not being the powerhouse that it once was, it still kind of dictates a certain rhythm of play if you're fighting multiple Chinreis. Slowly Nightwolf is interesting. I can't say it's a card I've really played with very much on Chinrei. It definitely is a good mid-game card, kind of regardless of what you're doing. Narrow loss in that slot. It's teammates, so a lot of team games here. And Athor cleaning up the musician board. Just kind of using whatever they can to clear through the mid-game. I like it. Tap, 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 tap. Alright. A little bit of kindness tune there. I like having one person on the team be a musician. That's good tech. Okay, so Hongyu's already got the Cirque with Spring Rain. So, really good for them. Just deciding what the last card is you want to kick. Always a hard choice. Much easier for Zom, just playing World Smash here. Yanchen's board looks like kind of a mess, despite being on tier 4. Okay, so Inspiration Sword definitely part of Ray's plan, I think. It looks like not a plan that's taking shape just yet. I'm loving just a different musician card being played at the start of every fight by Ray. I like the technique. It feels like pure Yanxue. I think it's pretty scary to fight a Yanxue playing Heartbroken Tune in the mid game because you just know they're going to do something evil to you later. Ooh, Athor being hit by a very timely weaken. This board got really good. Double Quen Spirit Sword. Double Quen Spirit Sword, Reflexive Sword. The tier 4 cards from that sector, no joke. Using the cheap fusion for the Inspiration Sword really coming back to bite Athor there. This bot actually got enough strength to beat Zom. Well, the Chinrays are having a showdown, and bad news for Zom is that he does not have a Cirque for his Spring Rain. So, all things being equal, not a great matchup. Athor's starting to put a board together. We've used all of our exchanges to get here. Still fighting teammates. Yeah, I don't think it's going to end super well for Zom. I don't think level 1 World Smash is going to quite be the carry that we need. Falling paper clouds, healing when you're at full health. The classic. I like these little Cloud Sword packages that Athor works into their boards. So they pay for it a little bit here. Yeah, I just can't quite hang with the there. Ended up being pretty close. But not to be. And here we have our teammate fight with Kindness Tune and Tremello. Alright, Zom and Athor need to rally a little bit. Athor's got a lot of pieces, but it's a little incoherent overall. Staring down, as I said, this sort of playmaker. Can you handle Spring Rain? And at the moment, I don't think Athor can. The Mirror Flower is nice, but it doesn't really come online for a while. I mean, the Reflexive Sword, you know, is a significant contribution, of course. using the Pierce the Star to pop the guard up. Ray is still fielding Kindness Tune against Zom. Ray declaring that they do not have any intention of trying to compete with the Spring Rain. We want to see our rats. We want to see our rats rally here, everyone. We need to cheer for the rats. Rats, rats, we are the rats. Okay, Zom takes a handy win here. Adthor making a real showing of it. Very narrow loss. Very narrow loss. Narrow loss is kind of bad for Adthor. They make these Dragon Scale basically worthless. And then here we have teammate fight and an extremely close fight between Mu Yifeng and this Yan Chen. I want to go back and watch this one later. Alright, Zom and Adthor are fighting, which isn't great. It's not ideal. Their destiny is pretty low, and they do not have a musician. This Yan Chen board is going to be a nightmare to deal with after this turn. After the freebie round is over. Mu Yifeng's board is fully online, like that's a very competitive board. Cat Girl a little further away, but she's banked all her exchanges. And then Jiang Ximing is considering. Okay, Ray has taken Recuperate on tier 5. This is our board for now. Then next turn we turn into Dharma mode. I kind of just want to see Ray's roll down. I thought I might want to take the hit with Dragon Scales. Problem with taking a hit is it might drop him to below 18, but we'll see how they choose to weigh it up. Side is definitely not going to go... it's not going to go well for Ray. I don't know who is winning this fight. Is the Forest Guard... Okay, so we've decided that Adthor is winning the fight. Okay. Fair enough. So Lin Xiaoyue probably still got another loss in her. Ray's still got a couple of rounds to give. Rough to take the Flames of Life damage, but I guess it ends a little bit lower. Alright, let's see how Ray assembles this board. I'm very curious to see this roll down. I'm assuming it's a roll down. I guess maybe it's not. Alright, here we go. Black Cloud Chaos lets you lean into Inspiration Sword if you want to do that. Looks like we don't want to do that. Currently only playing Chord for Chi. Okay. That looks pretty reasonable to me. Your Inspiration Sword is fueling a Dragon Room. You're sporting Kindness Tune still. Wow, that's a real dedication to Kindness Tune. Adthor has built a pretty solid board, all things considered. Starmer's maybe not exactly where you want to be. Pact of Adversity upgrades Spirit Gather, which I guess we don't have. Does that make this bracelet not chase? It should work out fine against this board, I think. Ooh, Zombie's on the brink. We have upgraded Spring Rain. We've restored it to its former glory. The Xian board was kind of terrifying. So I'm taking the loss last turn. It's definitely threatening. I do like all these defensive cards. I just don't know if they add up to enough against what Xian is doing. Unlucky. Rough matchup on your breakthrough turn. Yeah, bad beats on. Alright, Mufeng is murdering people. So we have multiple people rolling for very high tier boards. Right, obviously, you know, 20 rolls here. Yeah, Ray's Destiny's still very high. Girl did find Dharma, but she's missing chases. Do you have the Inspiration Sword Flying Shade available to us? If that's something that we want to pursue. The Sword Intense Surge line is also an option. Is there a fourth sect in Xian? Yeah, we saw it crush the lobby last game. Piloted by the excellent Seal. I love this dedication to kindness tune. If I get here, I want to call truce. It makes sense. If you get to the end of your board, your next couple of turns are pretty bad. Yeah, it's smart. That said, I would not have taken... Okay, well, we didn't even get to the kindness tune. Athor has survived a Dharma with 1 HP. 1 HP in a dream. Unfortunately, Cat Paw ignores defense. Athor is on death's door. Fighting the Chinray that just beat Ray. Not a great matchup, I think. This is not the strongest UWF board I've ever seen, but it is stacking a Great Waves, and you know what? That might just be enough. I've typically found Mono Water to be a pretty tough matchup for this sort of board. You kind of have to quick cycle them. Yeah, Cap will really be taking names. Because the longer the fight goes, the better the matchup is for water. So, gonna be a tough one for Adthor. Still relying on Pact to upgrade the Spirit Gather Chitadama. Yeah, this Mui Feng, these boards here are pretty intense. All 3 of them are very, very strong. So the top end of this lobby is gonna be a bit of a slog. Athor might just be trying to dance around these high-end boards. Bracelet does buy you a lot of time. I guess it sort of depends a little bit on if they have combined rivers as well, which so far Hongyu doesn't. It's unfortunate that the payoff here is Dharma. That's definitely not what Adthor wants. Adthor would prefer some sort of scaling damage rather than just running a Dharma into dive every couple of turns. But you make the best with what you got. He did have Egret. Maybe the level 1 Dharma gets better anyway. I am not an expert. This Heart Piss deck's kind of funny. Also, what is starting to look pretty threatening. Man, Chinray still has UWF charges. Just go forever, huh? Unfortunately, I think we run out of we run out of defense here. Unlucky. Rough round for the rats. Alright, this is pretty close to Exodia, but is also a pretty good Astral Divination board. Muifeng is got a Max Divine Walk Fulu. That is a pretty tough board to crack. A lot of defense, a lot of damage. Ray's board has just turned into classic Dharma. Classic turn 4 kill. The Yanchua we all remember. Meanwhile, Yan Chen's board is looking... Well, it's looking like it wants some upgrades on these damage cards. But fine otherwise. I think for the turn 4 kill. Kind of close. This board does deal quite a lot of damage by this Thunder Rhythm Hex. Yeah, having to keep base around is always a little bit tough. It's very good at what it does, but it just doesn't quite do the thing you want. Getting it upgraded, on the other hand, now you're talking. So it's not quite enough damage there, which is bad news for Yancha. Because Yanchua's Dharma always has the damage. This isn't quite Exodia. But partial Exodia is still pretty good against defense. And the star power setup is sort of nice. Looks like it gets there. Close, though. Very close fight. Alright, Ray is fighting their teammate here. We have Catgirl Dharma with a max Moonshade. So, not even really leaning that hard on the Life as a Cat. Just having Moonshade, upgraded Flying Shade, gives you a pretty good hybrid Dharma board. Yanchen on the ropes here against her Ghost. Makes it really hard to time this Spirit Guard Elixir. Probably not the order you want. Yeah, we did see quite a few secrets in the last game, actually. There was Burning Sky and Hunting Elbow. See if Ray takes the hit. Looks like Ray is winning this fight. Dragon Realm plus Shade Sword is better than Divine Walk Fulu Centibird. Alright. This cat girl has the opportunity to eliminate 2 people. I don't think she's beating the Jiang Shiming, but she might beat the Yan Chen. There's a Max Polaris on that board over there. I feel like the setup might be too slow looking at it now. I love the chase into Flashman, by the way. The weekend goes pretty far. It doesn't go very far if it misses, though. I think she's just dead here, right? This is just a trillion damage. I think he's just missing pieces. Like, he's missing attacks. So she will lose to the Yan Chen because she decided to play it so long. I think she thought she was playing against stun here. I think Hyugui thought that they were just playing against stun, so they had to stretch out their damage to dodge the weaken, but the upgrade on Polaris from the Pact of Adversity means that they just had to contend with taking 1,000,000 damage. Yeah, these Heptastar... We've seen very strong Heptastar boards in general tonight. A lot of people getting to tier 5 and then making monstrous boards. I mean, we've almost got Exodia. Like, you gotta hold out for Exodia, right? Alright. Old hat versus the new hotness. Ray has bought only Pact of Adversity so far. Yan Chen has bought everything. Jiang Ximing has bought everything. Still a Ice Spirit God Elixir for that girl. Yeah, Recycle's still here. I assume that's why we're holding some of the Sword Intent stuff. That is not where I was expecting that board to go. Gotta admit, that is not where I was expecting that board to go. It was a plan. I don't know that I advocate for it. I mean, I guess you get your max stacks now. Damn, that bolt dealt a lot of damage. The upgraded 5 Thunders is just huge, it turns out. This Yan Chen's board has gone from being somewhat underwhelming to actually monstrous. I think this Yan Chen could win the lobby. That board almost killed before it even played Formicide. Alright. Rain takes the Destiny. Not really enough Destiny there, huh? A Predicament looks pretty good against this Jiang Ximing board. Or Jiang Ximing assembles Exodia and gets anti-chased. Taylor's old as time. That looks like we're not actually playing for Exodia here. Okay, leaning into the star power angle. Yeah, I think they've sussed out the anti-chase, though there's still a lot of chase on this board. But I guess you have to play something. Bit of a hedge. I mean, that is a lot of damage, though. So sure enough. I'm not a huge fan of the brush. I guess it's just here because it makes a little bit of defense. I think I would have preferred, like, a side there instead. It's funny. Siding the kindness tune kills Ray. They were dead anyway. Oh, Muifang has transitioned into a Dharma board. That's a good way to try to beat this, this Yanchen. I don't think it gets there, but... So Muifang is down. So then there's 3. Classic Kekel Dharma. May struggle with this Jiang Qiming board. The weaken and sides are both somewhat effective. Also, this Dragon Room's a little risky, right? You know there's brushes floating around. Your Dragon Room might crash into a brush and not chase. Don't hate this board. It's a little slow to me, but the weaken maybe is enough to carry you through till the second half of your board. This Yanchen gets a freebie with this Ice Guard Elixir here against her Ghost. He's ready. He's ready to become Exodia. The moment Exodia looks like it's going to be good, he is ready. A lot of full hands this game. These few games. A lot of people being very diligent about holding onto cards. Last minute swaps to try to time our side a little bit better. That's a truckload of damage. The side connects. The side finds home. Which does seal the deal. So she's out. I don't think that was actually a Zero Thunders. I think that was an animation glitch. Oh, but he actually lost to her, huh? Okay, so this is it. We have 2 very, very powerful Heptastyle boards to round out the top 2. My initial bet was on this one. The side gets to just kind of run roughshod over the Jiang Qiming board. Yeah, the round 20 Heptastyle boards. These have been long games. I mean, obviously the fact that people min-loss rounds and play kindness tunes mean that the games extend a fair bit. But nonetheless... Are we doing anything with these upgraded cards? Oh, the last minute swap. Are we doing it? We're doing it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love it. Can't Exodia on these lightning fast boards? Well, that's where you're wrong. Apparently. This is brave. I don't know that I would have made this, if I would have made this call, but I respect it. Repel to the Dharma? Yes. The next best thing. Unfortunately, I think this side kind of just demolishes him, right? It skips a Great Spirit. It's not so bad. But side is just usually so rough against, these boards. Playing Exodia into a board that is just going to randomly side you, it's a lot. But that said, getting your Repel Sudodama skipped is maybe okay. This was extremely gutsy. This is an extremely gutsy call. Hot damn. You'll love to see it. Okay, so this cycle's a bit messed up. But I think it's fine. We're well out of reach here. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Get him, Chitadama. Dang, what a finish. The last second Exodia swap. I honestly didn't think it had the capacity to win that one. I really didn't.